welcome you all on College Dekho channel. This is a channel or a platform which is providing you the classes for your respective courses. Okay, there are so many courses for which College Dekho is providing classes to you guys at your convenient level. That is your comfort zone. That is all on the online mode. So don't forget to ask your queries and inquire all your doubts on the respective number which is given in the description box. And there is also Google form is also available for in which you may put your all the details, respective details and your course details too. So the respective person will automatically connect with you. So don't forget to follow all this rule. Okay. So it may help us. It may help us and it may help you too. Both for us, na? We all need a help. So, to score good marks and for us that to connect with you guys more and more and provide you all your doubts and all your doubts clarity as much as possible and as soon as possible. Okay. So, don't forget to connect with a respective number which is given in the description box. So today we are having a very interesting topic as I understand with so many of people in terms of when I connect with the students like a BBA, BCom, they are having a little bit fear in respect of the taxation. Sometimes they are like, mom, why we are doing tax? Why? क्यों किस लिए क्यों करना है टैक्स क्यों कैलकुलेट करना है so today we are going to solve your this question. Okay, so topic is introduction to taxation as given in the title. Introduction taxation. Introduction to taxation. What is a taxation actually? It's first of all, before taking the more and more point in terms of a taxation, why we have to calculate tax, on which thing we have to calculate the tax, how many types of taxes there. First of all, take some background history. Okay, so tax is of two types. One is the direct tax, another one is the indirect tax. Under the direct tax, the word represent it direct. Direct means directly. That means no other party in between that two words. And indirectly, that means there is a no direct relation between the both the parties, but they are linked up with a third party to provide the tax amount to the government. So under the direct, there is a assessee who directly pays tax to the government. Under the indirect tax, there is a assessee, or we can say the purchaser, like us. Okay, we give tax to the seller and seller provided to the government. This is the process of both the taxes. One is a direct tax and another one is a indirect tax. Under the term direct tax, there is a no relation of the third party involved. And under the term of an indirect tax, there is a third party between the assessee or a purchaser with the government. So, all the rules and regulation of the direct tax is under the control of the CBDT. The full form of the CBDT is Central Board of Direct Taxes. Central Board of Direct Tax. All the rules and regulations are to be taken care by the CBDT department. Under the indirect tax, in our history there are so many things: sales tax, after that it becomes the VAT, service tax, excise duty, custom. So right now we are having two types of indirect taxes. First one is your GST, and another one is the custom duty. So under the custom duty, there's a custom law, and under the GST, we are having a proper GST Act. So we have to follow this thing. Under the direct tax, we have to follow that Income Tax Act 1961. As this act is defined under the year, represents or started under the year 1961. So this is the basic background of the income tax. The next point is why we need to calculate the income tax or tax. Why we need? As generally we saw national highways, as we saw that proper social utensils are properly maintained. How they are maintained? Is government earnings are a government is earning for maintenance of that? No, they are earning for their welfare, not for the public utilities. So whatever the amount investment to maintain the public utilities or to develop or to construct new public utilities, they all are done with the only amount which the public is going to pay to the government in the way of the tax. Whatever income we are earning today, on that amount we need to calculate our respective tax as per the guidelines given under the Income Tax Act 1961. All that guidelines are to be seen or to be properly utilized while calculating the income tax. Let's take one example. As I am an individual and a female, my limit is 2,50,000. So whatever I am earning in the whole financial year, if that income is less than 2,50,000, that time I did not need to be required to file to calculate our tax amount and pay to the government. But yes, if my income is more than 2,50,000, I'm not talking about right now rebate or anything. I'm just taking one example. If my income is more than 2,50,000 rupees, that time what? I need to calculate my respective tax amount and that particular on that particular amount. And the tax rates, how it it's that phase or it change. So I'm just giving you one intro point that yes, tax amounts will be changed. As we all know, in the month of February, there is an announcement of the budget by our finance minister. That budgets represent are all the things like in our families, in our home only, as our mother or father makes the budget of the monthly budget, they prepare or maintain or they have some idea. Okay, as such this amount, yeah, as such this amount, let's suppose sometimes little bit a low or more, maybe it may happen, but yes, they have one idea. Okay, we are having a approximately 40,000 rupees per month expenses. Okay, so what is that? They create a proper budget point. Okay, it's approximately 40 to 45 in between all that. So as they have idea, so they ready to invest like that only. A little bit amount may be up and down, no issue with that. So what that make? What that mindset is represent in that? Yes, they have some idea about the amount. So this is what we called as budget. So if obviously like after lockdown the things become a little bit costly. So as I'm getting some pocket money from my papa, that's true. Right now I'm also getting that pocket money. So obviously, in a before our lockdown, maybe my father give me, let's take an example, 2000 rupees per month. Automatically after the lockdown, there is a rise in the prices in the market. Whatever the things I need to be purchased in that 2000 only. So I went to the papa and I said him, Papa, let's increase my pocket money. He said, why? I give my explanation that this is the all the reason. So my budget is increased. Obviously, it automatically increased by 2 to 3,000, not more than 3,000, because father is a father. Okay, parents are parents. So what is that? They increase my budget. While they increase my budget, if their accounting policies would be changed, yes. Maybe it may happen their salary or their income is not rises right now, but my expenses is rises. So they need to be maintain their budget in a proper way. So this is all happen in our families. So when we talk about our India, in a proper Indian economic system, we have to maintain the proper budget of India. That yes, if the government having such amount of fund, so the government must know where they have to utilize that amount, in which. So that's the way they divided their budgets, their plans, their upcoming projects, and everything. So this is why we need the budget. And under the budget announcement only, if there is any rise in the limit session, or there is a decrease in limitation, or there is any changes in the tax amount, percentage amount, that will be automatically announced in that budget only. So, for a person who are from the commerce background, that budget session, which was going to be held in every February of the calendar year, that time they must know about all this thing. I hope the background history is clear why we have to pay tax to the government. The reason is to spend more on the public utilities maintenance. Automatically we use that things. National highway is used by each and every public. Yes, they have to invest their amount in terms of a tax to the government to for because they can easily maintain that places, that public areas. I hope this background is clear. Okay. So one more announcement, any of you having any doubt, you may ask in the respective comment section of the class. Okay. So coming ahead with our taxation. Taxation. What does that means? It is an amount due on the person, due on the assessee to pay it to the government for the betterment, for the betterment of the public utilities. As under the direct tax, it is termed as income tax. Whatever is your income, whatever is your earning, on that you have to pay the tax amount respectively. Clear? Next point coming ahead with this, why are tax levied? As I told you, like your healthcare or your public utilities, we have to invest that amount in there. So that's why we need that. So there is some articles under the association, under the Constitution of India. There are some articles which are represents about the levy of tax. Levy means to levied on that particular person, that the burden is transferred to that person to provide the tax. To come with this term also, power to levy tax. In today's introduction class, we only did some introduction session of the taxation, that to know about the background of the taxation. Okay, power to levy taxes. What are the powers to levy the taxes? Power to levy taxes as under the Constitution of India, Article number 265 says that no tax shall be levied or controlled except or collected except by authority of law. By authority of the law. So under this Constitution of India, Article number 265 lays down that no tax shall be levied. No tax shall be levied or collected except authority of law. That means the person who has authority given under the law to collect or levy the tax amount to particular assessee, that is the only person who have a right to collect that tax from that particular assessee. Otherwise and unless and otherwise, any other person except that the authority given to the person, they have no right to collect any amount of tax or to levy any amount of tax amount to that particular person. No tax shall be levied or collected except authority of law. Clear that? So under one more article is there also. As per our Constitution of India, there is a power to levy and collect the taxes, whether no matter here when the Constitution of India is saying something about the tax amount or about the taxation rule, that thing is levied on both, no matter it's a direct tax or an indirect tax, whether it's collected by central or the state government, no matter at all. The parliament and the state legislature empowered to make laws on the matters enumerated in the seventh schedule to Article 246. What are they? What are that? There are three lists. Seventh schedule to Article 246. One is the union list. Second is the state list. And third one is concurrent list. What the list it was? Under the union list, all the rules, or we can say parliament has exclusive powers to make laws on the matters contained under the union list. So whatever the list matters written under this list, all that matters are under the exclusive powers of the parliament. State list, whatever the matters given in the state list, it is automatically legislature by state powers under. Concurrent list may both having the powers, whether it's a parliament or whether it's a state legislature. So here all the powers, here all the powers, all the exclusive powers, all the exclusive powers are with parliament only, are with parliament only. And under the state list, all the exclusive powers are with state government or state legislature. State legislature. Under concurrent list, both parliament and state legislature have the power to control the matters or to make any laws on that particular matters which are given under this list. So this is how we can say we are having a three types of lists. First is the union list, second is the state list, and the third one is the concurrent list. So this is about something like a background. After that, normal way about the Income Tax Act. As I told you, this act is commenced in the year 1961. Income Tax Act, Income Tax Act 1961. Income is your earning, टैक्स इज पेबल, अर्निंग पे जो टैक्स आपका बन रहा है. एक्ट इज द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन and it's happened or it's made under the year 1961, but rule is extend whole of India. The rules are applicable to whole of India, no except the Jammu Kashmir rules is here. Extend whole of India, and the came in force. Act is made in the year 1961 but came into in force from the 1st April 1962, and this act contains total section 298 with schedules 1 to 14. So this is the little bit points in terms of the Income Tax Act 1961. Anyone having any doubt? In our live session also, if you are having any doubt, you can ask your doubt in the live chat box. And those who are watching this session after this live session, that means a recorded session, if you are watching, that time also you may ask your doubt in the comment section of that respective video. One more thing, act is commenced in the year 1961. That is, the act is made in the year 1961. Next is your income tax rules. Income tax rules made in the year 1962. And all the powers in terms of the rules is under the CBDT. That is the Central Board of Direct Taxes. That is the Central Board of Direct Taxes. They are having the total powers to change the rules, to make the amendment, and to do their things as they want to do. And but all the changes which the government and the central department is going to be commenced, that should be in a very proper manner. Next thing is a circular and notification, as it when needed, as and when needed. Provisions are defined under the act. You have to follow that provision. But whatever the circular and notification is came out, that time that circular and notification automatically valid for the particular time. Let's suppose take an example as the income tax date for the individual or other than the audit ITRs, they are having the last date is 31st July of that particular respective year. But due to so many issues or any other circumstances, the government notified and issue a circular in which their notification is arises that okay, the date is extended and the for this financial year or for this assessment year, the date will be that day. So as per act, you have to file your income tax return at that normal date which is given in that act. But due to any circumstances, if CBDT circulates and notifies some notification in terms of the postponement of the date or rescheduling the date for the current year, current assessment year, due to any reason, so for that thing, the notification is out. And when the notification is out, you have to follow that notification for that particular time period, not more than, not less than. Clear? After that, there is a case laws. Under the section, under the chapter of, say, like your ITRs, revisions, or penalties, there are so many case laws. Case laws are like there is some issue conflicts between the two parties and there is anything in terms of, we can say, changes in the scenarios or they committed with each other. So that time that issue if not resolved in a very proper manner, so that become the case law, and whatever the decisions taken by the appellate authority tribunals, that decisions are more that decision are basically a final type of decision. So this is some introduction about the taxation. Taxation basically direct or indirect. If there is a direct tax, you must know whatever you are earning after reducing your expenses, you may file your returns. What are the due dates, what are the slabs and everything, you may further check with the proper classes of ours. And for that classes, it is on the YouTube we are having only introductory classes, and for the your course classes and everything, you may contact with a number on a number which is given under the description box, and also file the Google form for all the updates. And one more thing, never ever forget to give your feedback in the comment section of that particular respective video, because your feedbacks are very important for us and also they give us a boost up to do more and more things. So upcoming income tax classes, if you want to understand one or more short topics, so let me know for that, so we can have a more and more session on YouTube too soon. So where you have to give that topic list, comment section only. Okay, so don't forget to comment your feedback, your likes or dislikes in terms of a video. If you are having any dislikes, please comment that too. Okay, so again, we'll meet soon, guys. Okay, ji, bye. Take